Hi, I'm Helen Blyer. I'm the Director of Continuing Education at PTS. I'm inviting you to join me on my Lenten practice, which is walking. I didn't start off wanting walking to be a deep spiritual practice. Frankly, the dog needed a walk, and, well, there are consequences if that didn't happen. But pretty soon, I started to need those walks. I started to realize that there was something really important about the reset button that got pushed. And when I went out into the neighborhood and saw that there was something beyond the 18 inches on the other side of my computer screen or any manuscript I was reading. Whether or not I've got a buddy at the end of the leash, today it's Juno, I still wanted to go for those walks. There was something about being in the neighborhood, getting to know my neighbors better, remembering that, well, they just had a baby over there, and the woman around the corner from me, she just lost her husband. I got to know the names of all of the other dogs in the neighborhood too, including the ones who were acquired during the pandemic. The Quran tells us that we're responsible for learning what's going on in a 40-house radius around us. That sounds to me like a directive to be a good neighbor. And then, of course, the Buddhists have a tradition of walking meditation. So it's not like I invented this or anything. Walking helps me to remember the seasonality of things. Today, we're in the thick of Pittsburgh winter. By the time you see this, it's probably going to be Pittsburgh mud season. But the seasonality helps to remind me that things don't last always, that the troubles I'm having, they will pass, that in just a few weeks, where I see snow on the ground, there will be the little green shoots of buds beginning to poke out of the ground. And then shortly after that, the forsythia will be in bloom, brilliant yellow, followed by magnolia trees and tulip trees and the other bulbs, until everything that is now barren is a riot of color and a cascade of flowers, and it's glorious. Kosuke Koyama, a Japanese theologian, reminds us that love has a speed. The speed is 3 miles per hour, the speed at which we walk, because it's the speed at which God chose to walk with us in Christ. Walking reminds me of the primary fact of our faith, this idea that God somehow became flesh and chose to walk with us. Not run, not fly, not suddenly appear, but walk. And so I take my walks. And my walks, my friends, have begun to take me. They take me deeper into myself, into my relationship with God, into my neighborhood. And this, my friends, is my Lenten practice. Oh, and say hi to Juno.